Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm as blue as can be. Bluey, Rainbow Dash, and Mr. Bump are all blue. But James is red, so it can't be him. I identify as female. Bluey and Rainbow Dash are both female, but Mr. Bump is male, so it can't be him. I live in Australia. Have you guessed yet? I'm as blue as can be, I identify as female, and I live in Australia. Yes, that's right. It's Bluey. Who am I? See if you can guess. I come from the UK or Europe. Pingu, Morph, and Kipper all come from the UK or Europe. But Spike comes from North America, so it can't be him. I speak my own language. Pingu and Morph both speak their own language, but Kipper speaks proper English, so it can't be him. I live in the cold of the Antarctic. Have you guessed yet? I come from the UK or Europe, I speak my own language, and I live in the cold of the Antarctic. Yes, of course. It's Pingu. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a robot. Reg, Tiny, and Ted are all robots, but Spud is a scarecrow, so it can't be him. I'm often the voice of reason in a group. Reg and Tiny are both voice of reason characters, but Ted isn't, so it can't be him. I'm made out of blue metal. Have you guessed yet? I'm a robot, I'm the voice of reason in a group, and I'm made out of blue metal. Yes, of course! It's Tiny, from the Little Robots. Who am I? See if you can guess. I can go really fast. Rory, Maxi, and Coco can all go really fast, but Toby can't, so it's not him. I live at Silverhatch. Rory and Maxi both live at Silverhatch, but Coco is a train from Chuggington, so it can't be her. I am the number 5 race car in Silverhatch. Have you guessed yet? I can go really fast, I live at Silverhatch, and I'm the number 5 race car. Yes, you got it! It's Maxi from Rory the Racing Car. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live in Equestria. Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, and Pinkie Pie all live in Equestria, but Seán the Sheep lives on Mossy Bottom Farm, so it can't be him. I am a princess. Princess Celestia and Princess Luna are both princesses, but Pinkie Pie is an ordinary earth pony, so it can't be her. Legend has it that I make the sun rise and set. Have you guessed yet? I live in Equestria, I'm a princess, and legend has it that I'm what controls the sun. Yes, of course! It's Princess Celestia from My Little Pony. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm often associated with water. 10 Cents, SpongeBob, and Tub are all often associated with water, but Rabbit Johnson is more associated with land, so it's not him. I work hard at my job. Tencent and SpongeBob both work hard at their respective jobs, but Tub doesn't have a job. He's just a bath toy, so it's not him. You'll find me at Big City Port. Have you guessed yet? I'm often associated with water, I work hard at my job, and you'll find me at Big City Port. Yes, of course. It's 10 cents from Tugs. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a superhero. Captain Adorable, Sporticus, and Captain Thunderhoof are all superheroes. But Roly Mo is an average mole, so it's not him. I am a good role model to my subjects. Sporticus and Captain Thunderhoof are both good role models to their fans. But Captain Adorable isn't the best superhero out there, so it's not him. I use my wings to fly. Have you guessed yet? I'm a superhero. I influence my fans to do good, and I use my wings to fly. Yes, of course. It's Captain Thunderhoof from Corn and Peg. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm quite a young character. Pinga, Bingo, and Milo are all young characters. But Old Puffer Pete is, well, old, so it's not him. I am a younger sister. Pinga and Bingo are both younger sisters. But Milo may as well be a brother, so it's not him. I live at the South Pole. Have you guessed yet? I'm quite a young character, I'm a younger sister, and I live at the South Pole. Yes, of course. It's Pinga from Pingu. Who am I? See if you can guess. I wear a uniform at my job. Lunar Jim, Fireman Sam, and Underground Ernie all wear uniforms at their jobs. But Wallace doesn't, so it's not him. I wear a helmet on my job. Lunar Jim and Fireman Sam both wear some kind of helmet. But Underground Ernie wears a railway employee's cap, so it's not him. I live on the moon. Have you guessed yet? I wear a uniform at my job, I wear some form of helmet, and I live on the moon. Yes, of course! It's Lunar Jim. Who am I? See if you can guess. I have wheels. Rory, Thomas, and Brum all have wheels, but Twilight Sparkle doesn't, so it's not her. I can be driven on a road. Rory and Brum can both be driven on the road, but Thomas is driven on rails, so it's not him. I'm the #1 race car at Silverhatch. Have you guessed yet? I have wheels, I can be driven on the road, and I'm the #1 race car at Silverhatch. Yes, of course! It's Rory the racing car. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm well known for my kindness and looking after others. Miss Hoolie, Granny Murray, and Fluttershy are very kind, but the Shape Japer is very mean, so it's not her. My job involves minding children. Miss Hoolie and Granny Murray both mind children at their jobs, but Fluttershy watches over animals, so it's not her. I live in River Sea Fingal. Have you guessed? I'm well known for my kindness and looking after others. I mind children, and I live in River Sea Fingal. Yes, of course! It's Granny Murray from Me Too. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a non-human animal. Count Duckula, Danger Mouse, and Kipper are all non-human animals. But Tiny is a robot, so it's not him. My show was made by Cosgrove Hall Films. Count Duckula and Danger Mouse were both made by Cosgrove Hall, but Kipper was made by Head Entertainment, so it's not him. I have an assistant called Ernest Penfold. Have you guessed yet? I'm a non-human animal. I was made by Cosgrove Hall Films, and I have an assistant called Ernest Penfold. Yes, of course! It's Danger Mouse. Who am I? See if you can guess. I can help out in an emergency. PC Plum, Fireman Sam, and Sporticus can all help out in an emergency. But Stingo is a real troublemaker, so it's not him. I wear a uniform at my job. PC Plum and Fireman Sam both wear uniforms at their jobs. But Sporticus wears a superhero outfit, so it's not him. I live in a white house. Have you guessed yet? I can help out in an emergency, I wear a uniform at my job, and I live in a white house. Yes, of course! It's PC Plum from Balamory. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a mobile crane. That means I can move thanks to my engine or boiler. Harvey, Lofty, and Plugger are all mobile cranes, but Cranky is a stationary crane, which means he stands still all day, so it's not him. I have 4 wheels. Harvey and Plugger both have 4 wheels each, but Lofty has 6 wheels, so it's not him. My paintwork is Merlot, also known as maroon, which is a very deep red. Have you guessed yet? I'm a mobile crane, I have 4 wheels, and my paint is a very deep red. That's right. It's Harvey from Thomas and Friends. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live on a farm. Sean the sheep, the little red tractor, and Tractor Tom all live on a farm. But Oswald lives in Big City, so it's not him. I have big tires to help me grip the mud. The little red tractor and Tractor Tom both have big tires so that they can grip in the mud. But Sean the sheep doesn't have any tires at all, so it's not him. My driver is called Stan. Have you guessed yet? I live on a farm, I have big tires to grip the mud, and my driver is called Stan. Yes, of course! It's the little red tractor. Who am I? See if you can guess. I wear blue. Anthony, Postman Pat, and Underground Ernie all wear blue, but Marcia wears orange, so it's not her. I have a blue hat on. Postman Pat and Underground Ernie both have blue hats, but Anthony doesn't even have a hat, so it's not him. I live in Greendale. Have you guessed yet? I wear blue, I have a hat on my head, and I live in Greendale. Yes, of course. It's Postman Pat. Who am I? See if you can guess. I run and manage a shop. Susie Sweet, Dillis Price, and Penny Pocket all run and manage a shop. But V has to manage a whole railway, so it can't be her. I work in Balamory. Susie Sweet and Penny Pocket both work in Balamory, but Dillis Price works in Pontypandy, so it can't be her. I can help you organize when you're in a muddle. Have you guessed yet? I run and manage a shop, I live in Balamory, and I can help organize you if you're in a muddle. Yes, of course. It's Penny Pocket from Balamory. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am a truck. Steady Eddie, Buddy, and Plugger are all trucks. But Budgie is a helicopter, so it's not him. I have a crane on me because I am a tow truck. Buddy and Plugger both have cranes on them. But Steady Eddie is a delivery truck, so it's not him. I live on a magic street. Have you guessed yet? I'm a truck, I have a crane, which makes me a tow truck, and I live on a magic street. Yes, of course! It's Buddy from Dream Street. Who are we? See if you can guess. You'll see double when you see one of us because we're twins. The Little Miss Twins, B1 and B2, and Bill and Ben are all twins. But Tigger is just the one, so it can't be him. We are yellow all over. The Little Miss Twins and Bill and Ben are yellow all over. But B1 and B2, while yellow, wear blue and white pajamas, so it can't be them. You might hear us say the same word twice. Have you guessed yet? You'll see double when you see one of us because we're twins. We're yellow all over, and you might hear us say the same word twice. Yes, of course. It's the Little Miss Twins from the Mr. Men. Who am I? See if you can guess. You'll often hear other people describe me as magical. Princess Celestia, Sooty, and Fimbo are all magical, you could say. But Peluto, he's just a nasty character, so it's not him. My color involves a mellow yellow. Sooty and Fimbo are both at least partially yellow, but Princess Celestia is white, so it's not her. I live in Fimble Valley. Have you guessed yet? You'll often hear people describe me as magical. My color involves yellow, and I live in Fimble Valley. Yes, of course. It's Fimbo from the Fimbles. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm usually the voice of reason in a group. Fifi, Thomas, and Tractor Tom are all usually the voice of reason in a group. But Flash can often cause trouble, so it can't be him. I once got covered all over with flour. Thomas and Tractor Tom both got covered all over with flour once, but Fifi hasn't had that happen to her, so it can't be her. I live on Spring Hill Farm. Have you guessed yet? I'm usually the voice of reason in a group. I once got covered all over in flour, and I live on Spring Hill Farm. Yes, of course. It's Tractor Tom. Who am I? See if you can guess. I work on a railway. Olwin, Victoria, and Emily all work on a railway. But Chili is said to work at an airport, so it's not her. My paint is green. Olwin and Emily both have green paint. But Victoria has a pink face and red paint, so it's not her. I work with a group of youngsters called trainees. Have you guessed yet? I work on a railway, my paint is green, and I work with a group of youngsters called trainees. Yes, of course! It's Olwin from Chuggington. Who am I? See if you can guess. I like maths. Badman, Sadman, and one like maths. But Alpha Block A likes phonics, so it can't be her. I live in a mansion. Badman and Sadman both live in a mansion, but one lives in Numberland, so it can't be her. I can be quite ruthless. Have you guessed yet? I like maths, I live in a mansion, and I can be quite ruthless. Yes, of course! It's Badman from Maths Mansion. Who am I? See if you can guess. I am an arch enemy of the Numberjacks. The Shape Japer, the Puzzler, and Spooky Spoon are all enemies of the Numberjacks. But Mr. Happy is not only much kinder than them, I don't think he's ever meeting the Numberjacks before, so it can't be him. I took part in sabotaging Christmas Day. The Shape Japer and Spooky Spoon both tried to sabotage Christmas, but the Puzzler wasn't part of that scheme, so it can't be him. On that very same scheme, I caused the spoons to go out of control. Have you guessed yet? I'm an enemy of the Numberjacks. I attempted to sabotage Christmas Day, and I did so by causing the spoons to go out of control. Yes, of course! It's Spooky Spoon from the Numberjacks. Who am I? See if you can guess. I wear a lot of black. Death, Badman, and PC Plum all wear a lot of black, but Marty Meddler wears green with pink spots, so it can't be him. I can sometimes be rather mean. Death and Badman can be mean at times, but PC Plum is very friendly, so it can't be him. I check people in when they die. Have you guessed yet? I wear a lot of black, I can be mean, and I check people in when they die. Yes, of course! It's Death from Horrible Histories. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live in Mr. Land. Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Tickle, and Mr. Strong all live in Mr. Land. But Poe lives in Teletubby Land, so it can't be her. I am often seen as happy. Mr. Tickle and Mr. Strong often tend to be happy, but Mr. Grumpy is very rarely happy, so it can't be him. My arms are extraordinarily long. Have you guessed yet? I live in Mr. Land. I'm often seen as happy, and my arms are extraordinarily long. Yes, of course. It's Mr. Tickle from the Mr. Men. Who am I? See if you can guess. I live in Balamory. Josie Jump, Miss Hoolie, and Spencer the Painter all live in Balamory. But Edward lives on the island of Sodor, so it's not him. I wear clothes that are a secondary colour. Miss Hoolie wears green, and Spencer the Painter wears orange. Ergo, they both wear secondary colours. But Josie Jump wears yellow, which is a primary colour, so it's not her. I work at the nursery. Have you guessed yet? I live in Balamory. My clothes are of a secondary colour, and I work at the nursery. Yes, of course. It's Miss Hoolie from Balamory. Who am I? See if you can guess. I have many wheels. Brewster, Henry, and James all have wheels. But Robbie doesn't, so it can't be him. I live on the island of Sodor. Henry and James both live on the island of Sodor, but Brewster lives in Chuggington, so it can't be him. I once made a disastrous wish to pull the express. Have you guessed yet? I have wheels, I live on the island of Sodor, and I once made a disastrous wish to pull the express. Yes, of course. It's Henry from Thomas and Friends. Who am I? See if you can guess. I'm a dog. Zoe Trent, Gromit, and Doodles are all dogs, but Twilight Sparkle is a pony, so it's not her. I'm usually seen as rather active. Zoe Trent and Gromit are both rather active, but Doodles is more of a calm dog, so it's not him. I live in West Wallaby Street. Have you guessed yet? I'm a dog, I'm usually seen as rather active, and I live in West Wallaby Street. Yes, of course. It's Gromit. Who am I? See if you can guess. I love going at high speeds. The Roadrunner, Lightning McQueen, and Sonic the Hedgehog all love going at high speeds. But Roly Mo is more relaxed than that, so it can't be him. I'm as blue as can be. The Roadrunner and Sonic are both blue, but Lightning McQueen is red, so it can't be him. I'm often seen being chased by a coyote. Have you guessed yet? I love going at high speeds, I'm as blue as can be, and I'm often chased by a coyote. Yes, of course! It's the Roadrunner from Looney Tunes.